I am Marion Coleman. I was born in Wichita Falls, Texas, and I live in Castro Valley, California. I am an NEA National Heritage Fellow. Quilting has allowed me to go places, meet people, and do things that I could not have imagined as a 10-year-old, or a 20-year-old for that matter. I'm from a family of quilters, but I never really picked it up until I was an adult. My great aunt, who lived to be 106, took me under her wing. She still, until her dying day, would talk to me about quilting. The African American tradition is certainly an old one that has its genesis in practicality, recycling materials, making bedware, and I certainly started that way. It's always a thrill to think about the ancestors and what they've endured, and it gives us the courage to think that we can endure too. I do a lot of stitching. I'm a machine quilter, although I do some handwork. I often write words in my quilts, or symbols or things that kind of help the story, because there's a multiple layer. I like for them to see it, and then I also like for people to be drawn into it to see what else they can find. I just like for it to be a surprise, the obvious and the mysterious at the same time. Because a lot of my quilts have people in them, there are a number of stages. Sometimes I will make a transparency. I will print an image on, and then I use it to project onto my wall so that I can make it any size that I want to. And I make a pattern very much like when you're making a block pattern. And then I fill it in, and I make it as I go.
She is absolutely the most outstanding quilter. As one who has sewn all my life, quilting has become my passion. Marion has enabled me to recognize that whatever I quilt, I own it. It's my imagination that goes into it.
I'm always interested in presenting the human side in these quilts, and it's important to me to get out in the community and spread it around.
Marion Coleman's significance to California's traditional arts has been singular. She's been instrumental in taking quilts and textile arts directly to neighborhoods, to bring youth together, community groups together. There's a great power in being able to tell your story, as she so exemplifies through her narrative work. We've had the great pleasure of working with Marion Coleman and being able to support her as a master artist. Her imagination, coupled with her social consciousness, is what makes Marion extremely important to California and beyond.
Thinking about it is the longest process. People often say, how long does it take you to make a quilt? I said, once I get started on it, it may not take that long, but it's thinking about it, composing it, and getting it together. That's what takes the time, so there's actually saying what I want it to say.
Marion is a true gift to us. With our latest quilt show, Neighborhoods Coming Together, Quilts Around Oakland, she allowed us to share the gifts of African American quilters in the past, in the present, and to inspire our young people to move the art further into the future.
Receiving the National Endowment for the Arts Fellowship means an acknowledgement of the body of work that I've created through time, my connection with other quilters locally and across the nation, my connection with community members, young and old, and it is the highest honor I could have ever received, and I am thrilled to be a fellow.